Hey there, and if you are seeing this on the day it was released, Happy New Year! I wish you the best for you and your loved ones, and regarding today's video, it will be a special one. No reviews, no tech, no projects. I will talk a bit about the channel with a recap of all that happened until now and what you can expect for this year. I will make a tour around my lab showing you everything, the test equipment that I have, what I really use, and how I have things stored. I will also show you what I use to record the videos and finally talk a bit about me and what I do for a living in my day job. But before moving on, let me just make an apology for not answering in time to all your comments in the channel videos. But it is impossible for me at this moment to pick up on those. Every comment will be answered, but it will need some time to catch up. So without further ado, let me start with the beginning, where the first video was published on January 17 of 2021. And that means that the channel makes this month 4 years and has already over 130 videos published. That could be much more, but I have a day job that allows me to give roof and food to my family. I dedicate all my free time to this channel and I try to publish a weekly video, but most of the times is not possible and sometimes takes 2, 3 and even 4 weeks to release one. Even if many times I record up to 4 AM and I have to wake up at 8 AM to go to work. It's not easy. Even so, it has been a great journey. I love the community around this channel and the electronics world in general, and I'm grateful for all the knowledge that you guys already passed to me and the possibility to follow this passion that I have since I was a kid, and also the chance to share with you what I learned in the process. Time to time, people do ask me what I do for a living. Well, it is a bit weird talking about me for a camera, but here it goes. My base formation is not electronics, and something I always made sure is very clear is that in electronics related topics, I'm a hobbyist. My work is in the IT world, and this is the area that I work on a daily basis, dealing with programming and system administration. To explain you why I started this channel, and since I work in a different area, we need to go a bit back in time. I always loved electronics, but when I was a kid, all equipment was really expensive and the access to kits and other equipment was available only on a few stores. It wasn't meant to start with electronics at that time. This happened a lot of years later when I had the budget and the time to spend with electronics. But I quickly found out that it still is a very expensive hobby, and without proper information you will spend a lot of money in things that will not serve you as it was intended. I have to say that today the situation is a bit better, but 4 years ago most of the budget-friendly devices didn't meet the expectations in terms of specifications, and some in-depth reviews were needed to give you the data to take an informed decision. At that time, most of the established channels called these budget-friendly devices, for example, toy oscilloscope, trash, or other degrading terms like this, and a lot of brands were included in this group. After realizing this was when I decided to create the channel for review test equipment mainly for hobbyists and users with less budget to spend. Since the beginning, I understood there is a huge target public for these devices, and if you have proper information or the features description and a proper review of those equipments, you will be able to take a better and more informed purchase decision. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You'll never know what is the real requirements of someone. A $20 oscilloscope or function generator might be all you need to have your job done. It's kind of fun to see those big and well-established channels that previously disdained these brands, nowadays adapting their reviews to cover these brands' products with much more attention. So this is a small recap on how we got here in terms of channel content. Now, I would like to invite you to take a tour around my electronics lab, so bear with me and let's see what I'm using in the lab. I will show you not only the electronics test equipment that I use, but also the gear that I use to record my videos, how I store my components and so on. Today is the open book day. As promised, let's see my work lab. So this is where I do my projects. I have this wood bench all over it. Yeah, it will give me a lot of space for working and for storage also. In terms of storage, I have all these cabinets below. They are all full of components and some junk also, I have to admit. And in this corner, let's start by here, I have the Jinmitsu 4040 Reno. It was one of the last items to arrive to the channel. It will be used on some milling, PCB milling, who knows, and some aluminium parts. Let's see how it goes. This is where I edit all my videos. And on the right side, we have the charging zone, where I have all the batteries and everything to charge all kinds of batteries that I use in this area. I have, well, this peg wall where I put most of my tripods and filming equipment that is always available to be used. And this is the printing and laser station. Let's call it like this. I have a Creality here, the key 1C, and also a small 5 watts laser to do some engraving, small things basically. I don't need much. In this area we have stored in here, let me show you. This is where I have my resin printers and also the washer with all the resin below and some filaments on the top also. Okay, and still in the printing area I have there my fiber laser printer or laser engraver. This is also a very new acquisition here for the channel. I'm trying to do some PCB etching directly, but still have some adjustments to do there. And in here it's an accessory storage where I have all my PCBs to be engraved, also the chemicals, and I think it is in this one where I have all my small devices that I use in some of the reviews and not only. And this one you probably know from the videos, it's where I have the test equipment that I'm using. Right now I already have there, you can see it, the DG922 Pro signal generator already on the support, and the next review that I will do, it's from the DHO 924. It's not on the support yet because I have to do the review, but it will be placed in there. So all the remaining equipment is here. Most of these devices are in the channel quite often. The XDG 2100 and also my Rigol MSO 2102A. I have a lot of more devices from Rigol. I have a signal generator there, the power supply, the P832, the electronic load from Corad, and one that doesn't appear almost never. I don't think I use this on any video. It's a calibrator from, I think it's IOP. Yeah, it's a French brand, not very known. Well, in here I have the already known multimeter, the Siglant SDM 3045X, quite accurate, I must say, and the DC voltage calibrator that I normally use on all videos. Something that I never shown before on the channel is my Hewlett-Packard 3457A. This is a 7.5 digits, I think, multimeter. I'm not right now, I'm not sure about the digits at all, but I use this multimeter normally as the cert device check to see if my Siglant 3045X is acting correctly or if the devices being tested are working correctly. Normally it doesn't appear in the videos because the videos are so long already that adding extra stuff, it will be quite boring. So I have the second power supply that I normally use is this Owen, and most of the multimeters that I use are in here. Also, there is a nail infrared oven. I use this oven to cure the silk screen on the PCBs. It's quite cheap. It was like 10 euros or 15 or something like that, and does the job really well. And in this zone, I have some storage of filament here, and below I have my computer. I have this small Dell. I don't have any storage in here. This is only for the recording of the channel. And I use this arm to bring the monitor closer to me when I'm recording. Yeah, with one hand it's a little bit harder to move it, but it works pretty well, and it helps a lot. This workbench, it was pimped up since the last review that I made. Now it has LEDs. It's pretty cool for my taste, obviously. And I added also some parts so I can mount, this is a 1/4 inch holes and 3/8 I think I have also there. And this allows me to mount the camera in this way, not having any extra things to record. Normally, and in most of the cases, I use these 4K Logitech cameras to record. I have 2 of them, and obviously I have other cameras that I use some of the times on the side, but the shots that you normally see are from those 2 cameras. And this equipment is my oldest equipment. It's a soldering station with a heat gun and a power supply. It's still with me. And right now I will do a video repairing the tip, the soldering tip, because it's not working correctly. And in here I have this, well, this cabinet with drawers to store all the components, but I have to pass most of the components still to there, because I have a lot of things that are in small boxes that I want to put in this part. And in terms of the top, that's it. I still have there the microscopes. I will have a new very soon in the channel to show you. And let's see just a quick look in here. This is the zone where I have stored more devices that are reviewed or will be reviewed. This right side, it's everything that is to be reviewed in the coming weeks or months, because I have a lot of stuff here. Some of the stuff, it's pretty cool. I received like today or yesterday this from Miniware. Let me put this in the right way. This is a soldering iron to connect to this MPH heat plate. So I'm quite curious to see what it comes from there. Also from Gaidar, a new thermal camera, and FNIRSI stuff. Also, what we have in here, I think I have also from Alien Tech material to review. A lot of stuff to review. A vacuum cleaner from 2-3s and some devices there. So this is the area where I store everything. It's outside my room because I don't have enough space already in the room. And this is how I have my components stored. Not all of them, but this is basically modules for Arduino and stuff like that. But the components are basically stored like this. I have a lot of stuff here, for example, buttons, and yeah, I will not even start going on this because it's a lot of stuff that is in here. This part is more for the testing, where I have the cables and soldering irons. Well, I have this new case for the DPO X180H. I don't know right now to mount. Still have to do a video with this. Yeah, and this is the battery section and a lot of stuff. So what else do we have here? In this zone I have my filming equipment, the storage of the filming equipment, tripods and stuff like that I don't use every day. And let's see in this one. This one is the chemicals section, where I have inks and chemicals, also some filament there that is in use. And what else? This is the zone for PC and also some test equipment. The networking is below. I have here some filming equipment also, because I have a lot of stuff in terms of filming equipment. It's a huge amount of the money I spent in the channel is on that. Let me see here. Yeah, some more equipment, nothing else. This is filming equipment again, a lot of stuff there. And the things smaller are in here, where I have all the small tripods and adapters and everything else that I need. Okay, so one thing that I will mention a bit further ahead in this video is the projects, and this is where I keep all the components already assigned to projects. Let me see, for example, this one, this is for a logic analyzer board that I intend to create, and below that is my stash of plastic boxes for whatever I need. So this is the zone where I want to give more attention this year. I will talk about that in a bit. And we have more stuff that is here. This metal, for example, this metal sheet is for making SMD stencils. I will have a video all on that, how to make SMD stencils. And this sheet is for that. I have about 1 meter or something like that. And yeah, this zone is where I file my company storage cases, and this drawer is pretty impressive. Is where I have all my cables and EOT stuff. So basically this is my work lab. It's where I create my projects, or try to, because I want to have more time for that. Now, talking a bit more about the equipment I use to record. I already show you that, for example, for recording, I use these Logitech 4K stream cameras. One of the cool things I added recently was these cheese bar adapters to the workbench that allows me to, like it is right now, to mount a lot of equipment in there without having to use holders or anything like that. So I can put magic arms and stuff in that zone. One thing that you don't see it is the light. These lights, so I have 28 spotlights in here, and those 28 spotlights can be turned on or off individually. So I can have the exact light that I want while filming. That is something that gave a lot of work, but it was really cool to add. In terms of filming, when I'm filming directly to you on the camera, not on the workbench, I use this system. It's a tripod mounted on a roller on wheels, and allow me to bring it to whenever I need. And on this tripod I have the Zoom H6 sound recorder that is working right now to record the sound for this. It was one of the best buys that I did for the channel. I have also a monitor that I can watch while I'm facing the camera, how I am framed in the picture. I have a small teleprompter that allow me to take notes on some technical details. Sometimes it's a bit hard to know all the technical details. I don't read everything, but I have some notes of things that I want to approach in the videos, what I'm talking about. And I have a second monitor. This is a field world of 5 inches that allow me to see how the image is being framed and how it will appear to you. Everything is mounted on this tripod. I use this newer light for lighting, and this is in terms of filming what I use. And also in terms of editing, I already talked about, I use this small monitor to see the image that is being output, and on the top screen I use it to manage the timelines and everything else on the video. For working with it, I have this small external short key adapter or whatever. This is a Bluetooth keyboard that will allow me to go up and down and have shortcuts for the most used keys and everything else. And well, in terms of editing and filming, this is the equipment that I use. And I almost forgot, for photography and some image, sometimes I also use this to film. I have a M50 and a Canon R camera, and also the M200, that depending on which kind of of video that I'm doing, sometimes I have one side camera or more to help me film. And that's it in terms of filming equipment that I use. Now let me talk a bit of what is my idea to 2025. I have a lot of equipment to review, and I can tell you that at this moment, if I do one video per week with the equipment that I have in-house, I will have the all 2025 year covered. In the beginning of this year, I will do a big effort to create 2 videos, and in the best case scenario, in some weeks 3 videos, to see if I can catch up with the huge queue of equipment that I have here to review. When I created this channel, part of the idea and fun was also to do projects, to use the equipment that I have to create new stuff and share it with you. But the reviews took control of the channel. Not that I'm complaining, they also allowed me to have access to a lot of test equipment, but the projects part was left behind. I will not stop with the reviews, maybe filter more the things I accept to review, but I really want to start using all the equipment that I have to produce nice projects and have some fun in the process. So for this year, I will concentrate more in the projects and knowledge sharing. Well, at least this is my plan. New Year's plans have a long history record of failing, so I'm entering this year knowing that something will probably left behind, but I will make an effort to achieve these goals in this year. I don't want to end this video without giving a big thanks to PCBWay that is sponsoring the channel for the last 3 years, and also to all manufacturers that do a regular collaboration with the channel. And this has been a long video, and if you are still with me, I hope that you got to know me better and have a better understanding of what I aim when I created this channel and where I want to go from now on. I'm really grateful for all your support, not only by watching my videos, but also by using the affiliate links to sponsor the channel whenever you need to purchase anything on AliExpress or Amazon. This has been really a great help to maintain the channel working, and every day I thank you for this wonderful support. That's it for this video. I really wish you a wonderful year to you and your loved ones, and that everything that you aim for this new year will become possible. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, take care and have a great year.